78 Sports Street. As always, I am Bobby LaFavor, and I'm joined by...
I'm Jacob.
All right, let's just hop right into it. So we're going to start out with a couple teams that we're looking at right now. Spring training is looking pretty good right now. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, spring training looks awesome to me, honestly. I love seeing everyone get back out there and, without some of the COVID protocols, just being able to finally kind of take the reins off and play. It's really nice to watch.
It's kind of nice to see, baseball coming back to where it was about a year ago. Because we're coming up, we just passed about a year of sports being done, right?
Yep, our extended spring break.
Yeah. Yeah, a year ago everything went downhill real quick, but we're getting back to normal baseball. We see some good teams happening, so...
Absolutely, it's kind of cool. I just saw this kind of stat today. It was really awesome to see. The MLB just put out, John Heyman, there was one new positive COVID test out of 14,845 players.
That's awesome.
That is a .007% chance in the MLB to get COVID right now. I think that's amazing that only one new player tested.
Yeah, baseball's getting back to normal like it should be. Finally.
Yep, Rangers and Marlins are 100% capacity this year. I believe so.
Mets, Yankees.
Mets, Yankees are at 20, I believe.
Yeah.
I think most of the teams are falling between 20 and 75%, which fans back in the stadium, the energy's back.
Yeah.
I love it.
Down in Florida and Texas, they're probably going to be a little bit more open than up in the Northeast because down south they're opening up a little bit more. You just saw Texas opened up, so...
Yeah.
So I think as time goes on and summer starts to come in and weather starts to get better, I think teams are going to start opening up a little bit more.
Once those COVID numbers starts dropping in the States, there's no doubt in my mind that baseball is going to open up, and I couldn't wait. I can't wait.
I haven't been to a baseball game in about a year and a half, so...
3 years for me.
3
long years I've been waiting.
We've been watching it behind the TV screen.
Not fun. So I will mention this. LeBron James is now an owner of the Red Sox. What do you think of that?
King James is a part owner of the Red Sox.
I think this guy has so much money he doesn't know what to do with it.
Well, I mean, he just got that payday from being in Space Jam.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
He's honestly just there to give him money. What does he know about baseball?
Nothing. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Because if he puts out money as an owner,
you
saw what
the Mets, what money does to you.
Exactly. The Red Sox could be kind of dirty next year if LeBron
LeBron just feeds them money,
puts out money. Yeah.
Who's their GM right now? Because they need someone that's gonna.
Sox, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, neither.
They haven't made enough moves for me to know his
When
name.
the Mets got Steve Cohen, he went out and he got the Mets players because they didn't have a GM at the time.
Exactly.
Red Sox need a really good GM because LeBron James isn't going to go up to he's not going to go up to a Vlad Guerrero Jr. or Fernando Tatis and be like, hey, come to the Red Sox. We're gonna give you a championship.
I mean, if LeBron came up to me and wanted me to play for his baseball team and offered me a lump sum
I would laugh in his face.
I would do the same thing. And that's why I'm kind of torn about it. I need to see him be like an actual owner first. And then I'll be like, all right, he can do this. But before then, no. LeBron's staying basketball. I'm sorry, buddy.
He probably only went baseball because he couldn't buy a basketball team because he's still playing.
I'm a Lakers fan and I'm telling him to stay in baseball or stay in basketball. He's doing too much recently.
It's an interesting thing, but we'll see how it plays out for him.
Yeah.
You see the White Sox? They're looking good right now.
I'm loving the White Sox.
The White Sox your prediction is coming true. The White Sox are looking very, very good this year.
White Sox Dodgers, I'm telling you. White Sox Dodgers.
We'll see about that one, but over spring training so far, their bullpen's been looking good, their pitching's been looking good, even their offense.
I got a chance to stream one of the games, where Garrett Crochet pitched. He's been one of my favorite players to watch. Just because he's he's like a 6'6", lanky lefty coming out of the bullpen throwing 101. I love watching pitchers like that, and I got the chance to watch him. And just him alone, I think, could be the back end of that bullpen. Mm-hmm. I genuinely believe that Garrett Crochet could be their back end closer.
Well, just think of this: you have Lucas Giolito go out, give you 7 innings, no earned, and then you're gonna have Crochet come in or
Liam Hendricks,
or
Aaron Bummer.
They'd probably have Liam Hendricks come in as the setup man and then go right into Crochet.
No, I mean Hendricks is going to be their closer.
You think?
He won reliever of the year last year.
But Crochet's looking nice, and
he's a rookie though. He's a rookie.
In that closing spot though. You want that speedball pitcher. Like, wait, I told you this one yesterday.
Hendricks has that really nice slider though.
Oh, you're right. And
that's the only, and he has the experience. That's the only reason I'm putting him at closer right now. He killed it the past 2 years.
In the future, do you see Crochet taking over that closing spot?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, I would say not within the next year or two, but once he develops, gets the setup man down, I think he could be, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the future of that, backbone of that bullpen.
All right. Well, while we're on the topic of closers, I told you this yesterday. Aroldis Chapman is introducing a split finger fastball.
I don't know if I should cry or go buy Yankee season tickets.
That's gonna be scary. Like, that's on the level of Mose Cutter, I would say.
Yeah, that if he learns to throw it in the right setting, yeah.
If you
because Mose Cutter you could throw almost every pitch. But you can't throw a splitter almost every pitch.
No.
If he learns how to work that high in fastball and then that low and away splitter, or even just not even low and away, just a low sinker or splitter, that's disgusting. Because that's good. That's probably gonna fire off. It's a split.
Because he's gonna come at you at like 100, and then he's gonna come back at you with a 90-mile-per-hour splitter.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a split finger fastball, correct?
Yes.
So his fastball tops at what have we seen? 105.
Yeah, I think he's topped out at 105.
So imagine if he tops out at 95 on a splitter. Oh my god, dude! Because if we're saying 100 to 90 is gonna be the fastball splitter split, so it'd probably it'd have to be he would top at 105.95.
It would be crazy.
Like, imagine being a left-handed hitter, having someone throw 103 right on your chin, and then next pitch come back with a 95-mile-an-hour splitter inside, and then third pitch, just for fun, he cranks it to 104 inside.
Dude, the hitters they're not gonna know what to do. They're just gonna stare at it.
There's gonna be brown stains in all the back of their white pants.
It's gonna.
It's funny, but that's the only thing I can think of. They're gonna be terrified.
I have to see how he does it before I can say if it's gonna be deadly or not. But just from hearing it,
if it works, I think it could be like a Trevor Hoffman changeup, kind of like that crazy secondary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did throw it as a primary, but it's not a primary pitch.
For so long now, Chapman has just been like a speedball pitcher. Like, he hasn't really had a second option. So, because I mean, he has a changeup, I think, and a curveball, but they're nothing special.
He's a slider that he throws a handful of times. I mean, if he's on with it, it's nasty.
Yeah, but he's never on with it.
That's the problem. I think with the fastball, he'll be more on it because he's used to throwing that.
Yeah, I mean, in the World Series or not even World Series, in postseason ball, he gave up. He blew so many games just because he has no other pitch selection.
You can just sit on that fastball.
If you know it's coming, you're going to hit it out of the park.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what happened.
Yes, sir. All right, what are we moving on to now, Jacob?
So I would love to talk about the Mets injury bug.
Oh.
So I wrote down a list of players who were injured right now.
Okay, let me hear him.
Dom Smith is questionable for the start of the season. He's your starting left fielder now. So he's questionable. Carrasco, April 27th. Jose Martinez, July 15th. Seth Lugo, April 15th. Syndergaard, June 1st. Cano is suspended, so he will not spend the season with you.
Yeah, he was juicing.
So you have 6 players, and this is the video that I wanted to show you, Bobby.
Oh, no.
So this was.
Can I just say that my heart hurts right now? We got the injury bug.
It's gonna break after this. So this is what happened at their practice. You'll hear the manager. Everyone celebrate. Okay? So you have 6 of your players injured. They're mocking a World Series victory celebration during practice. How do you feel about that? That before the season...
It's a sign.
Let me see. Let me just say this.
It's a sign.
Let me just say this. Before the season starts, Two of your best pitchers are injured. Your starting left fielder is injured. Your best bench bat.
Yeah,
Your
get the
best
words
bench
out.
bat
Get the words
is
out.
injured. Cano's suspended.
Cano wasn't even going to be a part of that team. Okay.
Okay, so
Dom Smith.
so I'm one.
Okay.
So I'm 1 for 6. My
I'm gonna go through it right now.
Okay, Dom Smith. Tell me about Dom Smith.
Dom Smith, he's a great player, but he's a player that you can replace until he comes back.
Who are you replacing him with?
Brandon Nimmo.
Right field.
We have Michael Conforto in center. We have Juan Lagares. We have
This is your projected lineup, all right? Brandon Nimmo's in the outfield. Francisco Lindor's at short. Michael Conforto's in the outfield.
we can put J.D. Davis out there.
Okay, so who do you put at third?
We have guys on the bench.
Okay, so you put all right. So devil's advocate, you put VR at third. All right?
Mm-hmm.
He bats.
We got Almora Jr. too. We can replace him with that.
Okay, a subpar hitter, in a lineup where you need hitting.
I don't know. He's looking good this spring training.
I just think it's funny. I think it's hilarious actually that they're mocking World Series celebration before the season even starts.
It's an omen.
Before there are 25 games into spring training.
It's an omen. Trust the process.
You're saying that as a Mets fan,
as Joel
okay,
Embiid.
So take your personal bias out of it.
Okay.
How would you react to that?
I think
Another team celebrating a World Series that they haven't won.
I think it boosts morale. It's a way for your team to kind of celebrate and just come together. Like when we were in high school, what do? At the end of IO, at the end of something, you go in, you dap everyone up, you do your celebrations. It's a way to kind of get the team together. That's what I'm looking at it as.
So you're saying infield outfield celebrations are the same thing as mocking a World Series win.
Yep.
Spoken as a true Mets fan. Let's move on. Let's just agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, okay, Dodgers fan.
Hey, you don't see my team hooting and hollering like that. Look what they did last year.
All I see is your team signing Trevor Bauer, even though they didn't even need him.
And now look at them. That's Thanos' fifth stone, baby.
That's Thanos' fifth stone.
Now they're done. They're good now.
It's okay.
They didn't even need him.
Hey, it's okay.
And they got him.
It's okay. We have a polar bear in Pete Alonso.
You have a polar bear. I have Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger's a bum. He looks like he's high all the time.
He probably is. He can't hit for crap anymore.
Oh, I mean,
all right.
If you look at the Mets lineup, they're okay. We did lose some people, right? But I feel like at the end of the day, we're in New York, and you're gonna have to come together and give the Mets fans something because they're hyping it up, and they're not gonna hype it up like that if they don't think they have something special.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, I don't agree with you at all.
When do we ever agree?
When it comes to the Mets and the Dodgers, I don't think ever.
All right, where are we at next?
You want to talk about some rookies, correct? Some guys to watch during spring training?
Yeah, let's pull that up real quick.
So, one of my guys was Luis Robert from the White Sox.
Ooh, he's looking nice, actually.
One major concern I had with him, I did some digging. He had a 42% whiff rate last year.
Ooh, I don't like that.
You see, I don't either. And that's why I'm timid. That's the word. I'm timid.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think if he can get comfortable in the box, I think he's a 5-tool player off the bat. I think he has a chance for a 30-30 season.
Mm-hmm.
His second or third year. I think he has so much potential, but he's not comfortable. You know, I don't know if that's a change of scenery.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just a hitting adjustment. but I think he needs to get more comfortable just playing baseball every day.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But we have seen in the past, like guys like Aaron Judge, when they have that whiff rate like that, they do find success. And it just depends on how much.
And that's what I'm saying. He's going to limit himself if he keeps that 42%.
Yeah.
Being a 5-tool player, like I don't think Judge is a 5-tool player.
He's not. No.
He's not. Exactly, he's not. Luis Robert has the speed, the glove, the bat, and all the mentals that go with it.
Him having that whiff rate, though, could just be him being young and not knowing what he's doing completely yet.
And that's what I'm saying. Just him getting, comfortable, used to the Chicago, stadiums. Just him getting comfortable, I think, could literally get him a 30-30 season.
Mm-hmm.
And he could be a solid 4-5 hitter for the White Sox all year.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to find some success, especially in that lineup right now. They're just they're just fostering success, honestly, right now.
And they need a leader. And then, as a 5-tool player, you got to step up and be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
One of my old travel coaches used to say you have to be a 6-tool. That 6-1 is leadership.
Yeah.
If he steps up, he could lead that team. Being that young,
for sure.
Him and Jose Abreu, they could lead that team.
There's a lot of young guys on that team that are probably going to step up within the next couple of years and take control of that team.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right. A guy that I think that we should definitely look out for, he had a great season last year, is Randy Arozarena from the Rays. He's just an electric player.
Yeah.
Like, he just brings, like, anytime he comes to the ballpark, he's ready to play. Like, just go out and produce.
I think him and Robert are very similar.
Yeah.
In the fact that they're both 5-tools. Because Arozarena, he's not the quickest on the field, but he can run.
He can run.
He's fast.
And he has a bat.
Exactly.
I mean,
we've seen the bat. We just need to see.
Last year he
think
played
everything else.
Last year he played a little bit. He came up for the end and then ended up playing in the postseason. Won ALCS MVP.
And doing amazing in the postseason. Yeah.
Postseason was amazing, but he batted .281 through 64 plate appearances.
It's not terrible.
I mean,
for a rookie, it's not
for
terrible.
a guy that just went out there to end the season off and then go into the.
For a guy that I've never heard of his name before the postseason, that's incredible.
This kid came up out of nowhere and then takes ALCS MVP out of, like, thin air.
Yeah.
So I think he's definitely someone you got to look out for, especially on that Rays team right now.
Mm-hmm.
Coming off a great season last year.
Yeah. I know some people say they had like a COVID season, with the Mickey Mouse championships and all that.
Yeah.
I think the Rays did genuinely good.
You can't, even if like it was a shortened season and everything, you can't take anything away from a team that did that great last year.
It's not like basketball where one person can carry you.
Yes.
Giannis on the Bucks. Giannis can carry them to the playoffs every year.
I mean, look at LeBron.
He'll lose first round, but he can get them there. You can't do that with baseball. You need 9 solid guys every single day. And, I don't think it could be called a fluke season in baseball. I mean, you can have like a wacky
I think they
season.
do have to prove themselves this year to show that they're here to play. But in terms of last year being a fluke, I think that's a load of BS, honestly.
Yeah, you can have luck in baseball, but I don't think there's such thing as a fluke.
No.
Because there's so much skill behind it. You can't get lucky, every single day.
Mm-hmm.
They won a lot of their games. That means they overpowered the other team. And
whether it was pitching or hitting, they did overpower most teams that they came across.
Losing Snell is definitely going to be not great for them, but they also picked up Charlie Morton.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of look at them as an A's budget ball team, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But they have a different mentality, and I think that mentality has kept them in the hunt, and now, could possibly be the winner of that hunt.
I mean, any team that can go to the World Series and compete with the Dodgers, I think has potential to be one of the top teams in baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially how good they did last year.
Yeah. I mean, they came out of nowhere last year, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were kind of just lurking, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're 40-20.
Yeah. So I'll actually go back to the Dodgers for this one. I really like Gavin Lux.
Oh, Gavin Lux is a nice new guy.
I know. I've talked about him a few times. I really like him. I saw a couple tweets saying that if there's a possibility. I don't know the possibility. I don't know if I like this possibility as a Dodgers fan, but if Lux can outproduce Seager this year,
He might win the spot.
Seager's a free agent in 21. At the end of the season, he's going on the market.
I mean, Seager has he's an average player. I feel like.
I think he's an average player with a lot of clutch.
Yes, he does produce in the big moments, but in terms of like batting average and WAR, he comes out as average.
Yeah, and I mean, and the Lux is going to be kind of the same way, but he's young enough that he can, be a normal. I was just a normal guy on that team. He's not going to lead the league. He's not going to lead the team in anything, but he's going to hit 270, 280.
Mm-hmm.
He's projected to I think I saw 272 or something like that this year.
Wow.
I think that's good for a second baseman shortstop.
That's great.
He's going to hit a couple homers. He'll drive in a lot of RBIs. He's a contact hitter. I think, and, I'll say this one too. Second, short, and third base.
Oh, he can play all of them?
So you've Turner now back at third.
You're right.
You Seager at short.
And Lux at second?
Possibly, yeah.
Because I know that... Who do you guys have at second right now? Is it Kike?
He got traded. On the Sox.
So
It could be Mookie. And that's what I'm saying. You could put Mookie there. That second base position's open.
Yeah.
For his take.
It's his to lose, honestly.
Yeah.
If he doesn't prove himself, he'll lose it.
Mm-hmm. And I think, especially with him being versatile in the infield, if Bellinger goes to first for a day, doesn't play the outfield, Justin Turner needs a day off. Slide him over.
He could be their utility man for this year.
And that's
like
what I think.
Look at Jeff McNeil or JD Davis. They found success in that role.
And that's what I think. If Lux needs to find success in that utility role, if he does, he could be on the Dodgers for a long time going.
He just seems like the kind of player that would be on the Dodgers. Like, he just fits in with them there.
Mm-hmm. He has the look, he has the swing, he has the swag. He fits it very good there.
He fits the LA lifestyle.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't got anything else. What about you?
I'm good, Roberto.
All right. Well, Mets are going to beat the Dodgers in the World Series. You heard it here first, and this has been 278 Sports Street.
They can't play in the World Series.
We'll catch you next time.
See you guys.